So here we are with episode 2 of Doctor Elise, or Surgeon Elise, whichever one. Last episode, we got to see Aoi's resume, and now I am assuming we are going to go in for her interview before she gets hired as a as the new doctor in this old world first. If you guys like the video, like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. I do have my full length up on Patreon and early access on the YouTube memberships. Other than that, let us get started. Right back at it, just tearing up. Chris and Ren. Who's Chris and who's Ren? Yes, that's the it was one intense grounding session. Who? His Majesty. Uh-oh. Linden. Everything is just as you wish. Elise is like, I agree with Ren. Ren knows what's up. Ren just really cares about me. He cares about me in his own way. She's just shooting at all the animals. Much misfortune. That's right. Cancel everything. Cancel it. I'm opening up a hospital. I forgot this is how the the opening goes, dude. Very classic. Before I watched episode 1, I've been looking at like the cover of the adaptation of like what I thought was the manga, and I was looking at the art style, and I'm just like, why does it look so much like a Korean webtoon? Because Korean webtoons have a very specific art style, I feel, and the way that they color it is very specific. I finally clicked on the whole thing, and then I saw Cow Entertainment too, and I was just like, isn't that a webtoon? A webtoon site? And it was, and I was just like, oh, this is a webtoon. Which is always nice, since I like that we're getting more adaptation from Korean webtoons. And I feel that the way that Korean webtoons write their stories are very different from one another. Especially if you see the way like the Chinese write their fucking webtoons. It's so... it's spunky, that's for sure. Kusev campaign. Emily. House of Treston. Crime of protecting Empress Elise. Ellen. Ren were destroyed. Executed. Okay. So that's all the bad stuff that we've got to get out of the way. Legion of X-Men Force Kusev dies due to an unknown contagious disease. 47,000. Alright. The hell is that blanket? Of course, an epidemic is after all the dead bodies. 70,000 people. Ooh, that's a lot of people you gotta save. Oh shit, is that flan? Oh, it's a tart, sorry. She's just all like, oh my gosh, he's thanking me? Aww? Damn. Men spent 10 years with you before he burned you? Well, don't cut yourself now. Eee! Ooh! Wah! Oh my god, dude, that fucking cut! Oh, you're gonna get blood on your apron and everything. I want to live as a doctor in this world too. Alright, we're opening up a clinic! A head-to-head battle. Alright, Linden, I don't want to marry you. Oh my god, she doesn't want to marry me and she now wants to pursue her own career and all that? Suddenly I'm in love. Sorry. Servant. This is the king that died of an illness. Kindness saved the old me. You just took it for granted, huh? Alright, King, you've put a little bit too much into her. Yeah. Oh no, you've got the opportunity. Just giving her the side eye. Oh, is that Linden? This is the most basic boy I've ever seen. He does look like he came out of a fucking shoujo, though. Not even a high, just a side eye, and that's it. Strange misunderstanding of yours. Oh my god. He said it! He's sitting in such a short chair. Exactly. How do you weave it to, like, you know, you gotta lead them to the river. You know, not give them a straight out answer. Monso. Iglind. I'm not remembering any of these. How do you know all this, Elise? Well, overconfidence is a killer, don't you think? Yeah, how does she know about this? What's going on? You're giving me too many names and words about things that I currently don't care about. Relatable. Maybe we should hire you. Tire easily and take ill. Uh-oh. Time to ask. What's your, sleep for you wake tired. Relatable. High concentration of sugar in the blood. Ven, not vent. Viscount Ven. Don't fucking know. Anyways, I want to cancel my marriage. Oh, this will be of interest, alright. That never existed. Yo, can we just wipe it out of your memory? Thanks. I can't do that, but I can postpone it for you. Yes. Yeah, but he sucks. I don't want him. I'd rather just live my life out as a doctor. Yeah, your punishment will be the marriage. Huh? Honestly, it could simply be like, no, I don't want to marry him. And then, oh! Oh! I want to become a doctor. Yeah, he's a king. He knows when someone's determined. Oh, of course, a wager. If you don't do this, you're gonna marry my son. Until you come of age. How long is that? How long is that? Oh, the next 6 months? Ah, you've got experiences of being a doctor. It's alright. Look at this stupid man with his cross hair. Well, that's not awkward at all. Highly specialized profession. What, you better her be the fucking empress? Hey yo, them ears though. The fuck, dog? It took you that? It took you like this? Boo! She's got her out to have the little heart. That's cute. You did? Well, you know, that was like 2 lifetimes ago. Well, if you're gonna ground her, can you at least give her some medical textbook? Hey, yo, vet knows what's up. Oh, well, okay. Either way, that's still better. Yeah, let's send her to the hospital. Clarence. The Teresa Hospital? Oh, sick. Dude, Ven has he has no hope for her. Who said that I hated you? Wow, dude, the precision. She didn't even notice that he touched her hair. My god, maybe he should become a surgeon. That's right. You're gonna give up on love, right? No, Elise! You've got somebody else who's so much better for you! Get him out of here! He sucks! I don't want to see his face! Sorry. I don't know why I have such hatred for him. He's literally just like every other fucking guy that you would see in a Korean webtoon. Another Korean webtoon that I've been reading is, I Will Be the Master of This Family. I really enjoyed that one. And like the male lead, you know, he's stoic as well, but he's alright. Although I remember somebody talking about how he's a little toned down compared to his light novel self, web novel self, whichever one. So they say that he's been toned down. But I like that guy as a character. I forgot what his name is. But I don't know, there's just something. There's something about Linden. I don't like him. Immediately I see him, I'm like, I don't like this man. Alright, and that's it. Okay. Okay, you know what? Okay, I'll just say it once we get back to the center. Alright, so that was episode 2 of Doctor Elise. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a pretty alright episode. I was thinking about whether this was going to be the part where things kicks off, or if it's just going to be another setup, but like for this world that Elise is now back in. And it seems like it's the latter. We are literally setting up everything that's going to happen, with Elise writing down all the things that she remembers is going to happen, all the bad things that's going to happen to her family, and the death that comes with it, and like the misfortune that she's put Linden through. We've got all that, you know, it's a very basic premise of, oh, I've gone back in time, and now I've got to undo all my mistakes, so I gotta write down all the things that has happened. They really just kind of came in with like the whole fucking Kusov campaign and stuff, and that was the part where like, oh, Chris is going to die. And at that moment, I started to think, wait a minute, I remember that plot point. Have I read this webtoon before? Cause like, as I was talking about in the opening, I was just like, the cover of the webtoon looks so familiar to me, but then I kind of shrugged it off at first because I was just like, you know, a lot of Korean webtoons, they kind of have similar art style and coloring and such. And so I was just kind of like, maybe it's because I've read a whole bunch of other Korean webtoons that I'm just looking at it and it kind of looks similar. No, I went on and I checked on the site that I read mangas and webtoons for, and it's 4 years ago. I was all the way up to chapter 109. So I have read this series before, but it's been 4 years. So I can't remember much things, and perhaps some things that sticks out to me, kind of like the plot point of Chris dying in the war, that might like kind of refresh my memory or whatnot. But again, like 4 years ago, I do remember that I freaking read this, but it looked so familiar to me. I also saw that like the last chapter was like 142 or something, and I'm like, damn, dude, I was kind of close. Not kind of close. I was like 30 chapters away from like it finishing. But I never finished it. I only got up to like chapter 109. But I really don't remember anything else from it, unless it pops up in my head afterwards. But for right now, I don't really remember much other than just that one plot point with Chris. In the beginning, with her talking with her family, you know, crying, saying I love you and all that, that's fine. You know, I feel like those are very basic stuff. And then Elise treating Mary and Mary crying because she's just like, I've never been treated with kindness before. That's totally fine. Like I said, it's very fitting of these sort of plots. That's usually how they go. It is really nothing new. But like, I guess my issue with this whole episode is that it has the same feeling as the first episode, where they are so busy setting everything up, and when it comes to setting things up in the webtoon, I think it's fine. But it's also, maybe it's just me, because like I'm a fast reader, so like I'll scroll through and I'll read through all these explanations, and I'm like, okay, that's totally whatever, you know, and I'm totally fine with all these explanations that they've made and whatnot. But when you translate it over into anime, it's just kind of like, all right, we're going on a little bit long. I understood why they did the whole thing in episode 1, and like that's totally fine. It really just felt like a resume, and I'm like, okay, that's just a setup for something. You know, we're going to get a punch at some point. And then here in this episode, it's the same thing, except it's yet another setup. And the issue is that they're so busy of setting everything up that it's just kind of like, you know, I just want to give it, I just want the anime to give the viewers just a little something other than here's the setup, here's the platform that you're gonna be standing on, and then after that, you know. But with Vet saying, oh, maybe we should send her to a hospital and for her to learn how to do all this shit, you know, maybe once she realizes how bad it is, she's just gonna quit. And so I assume episode 3 is when things kick off. It's when everything is going to kick off, right? Maybe, hopefully. This episode certainly feels like a whole bunch of information overload, talking about like all the other kingdoms, this whole campaign stuff, and it's just like, all right, dude, that's Jesus fucking Christ. And then the whole idea of Elise back in her first timeline. She was very much in love with Linden, and Linden does not give a single shit about her, but now here in this new world where she's just like, alright, you and me, Linden, we're gonna walk separate ways now. You, the person that I truly love, even though you were a piece of shit to me this whole time. I truly loved you, but now we're walking separate ways. And Linden's just over here like, whoa, she doesn't want to marry me anymore? Whoa. And now she wants to work as a doctor because she wants to save as many people as she can? Whoa. What is this doki doki in my heart right now? I have a bit of a problem with that because I like that concept. And it's mainly because of another Korean light novel that I really enjoy. It's called The Villainess is the Heroine's Biggest Fan. That is the whole title, if I remember correctly. And it has that similar plot line where our main character gets isekai into this world as the villainess, and then she's just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do what I want to do, and I'm gonna start my own K-pop agency. I want to make her heroine an idol. So she does all that, and she is like desperately trying to end her marriage with the guy, and then, you know, suddenly he gets interested in her because she's not interested in him anymore. And I like the progress of that a whole lot better because it's very gradual, and you can see the way that the male lead changes over time because of her. And so I really like that. And like it kind of, there was like no blushing. There was nothing like that. The way that it's kind of showcased this here, where Elise is just like, yeah, I wanna save as many people before my life ends. And Linden is just over like, whoa, and a little blush on him. I'm just like, really, bro? Right? No wonder I hate you. You a fucking easy bitch. But I will say, I really don't like Linden's design. I don't remember how much of a difference that he looks in the webtoon, but like, yeah, I don't like the way that he looks. He looks too basic. I mean, that could kind of goes with everybody in this show right now. They look a little too basic. Which kind of makes me wonder, because like the way that they're translating the Korean webtoon, which I feel has a very nice art style, and then they're translating it over here, and like they kind of have to change the art style just a little bit, kind of like with The Dangers in My Heart. There's a difference in the art style change, so it possibly could be right here too, and like they're just not translating Linden as well. But yeah, I hate that boy's haircut. I hate his eyes. I hate his whole face. I don't know why. Just look at him, get the primal rage right out of me. But as I said, I thought that this was a pretty alright episode, and this is just kind of the error of when you are having like a whole explanation and talking stuff that readers can pretty much go through in the webtoon. A little daunting if you got all this explanation in the webtoon, but I feel it's definitely a lot easier to go through it than to have to fucking watch an anime where they talk about it and you're just like, I don't know any of these people. I don't know any of these kingdoms. What is this war shit? What is going on? And again, it feels like they are just spending too much time preparing and prepping the stage that they kind of forgot that there's an audience watching them. But if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.